Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dolbeck. There is a huge problem in your world and we need to speak about it. So, this is a problem that has been there since a while, but people are not speaking about it enough. And this is getting worse. This problem is just way worse into fresh start server or PvP server, low population. This is where it's happening. So you will see people creating company into the low population server, and a lot of those people are just there to get their money. I don't know if they are gold farmer or whatever. Those company are just there for the money, and the people who are playing in those company don't get any reward for all their time wasted. So let's dive deeper into this. So uh, you're gonna see sometime you're gonna have to push territory, you're gonna turn a quest a couple time, and not every company gonna pay you for that. And mostly into those server where the game don't give enough money to your company to be able to pay you. So we are speaking right now mostly about the low population server for sure. I've seen into some server like Maramo, some company not paying their people, and I'm pretty sure at those places this is some real people would like in Valhalla. If there's a company that don't pay their people, those people are just there for the money. They are probably gold seller, all right? But into those smaller PvP server or fresh start, there's not enough people to even start selling gold. Probably they gain just a couple 100k per week, so it's pretty hard for them to do payout. It could be possible, probably doing some like 500 payout. I don't know. I don't even want to look at the money anymore because I don't want to get into that topic. It's the type of topic seriously that just bring conflict into company right now. And you will see New World will not give you a good reward for running 10 mission. Okay, so during an influence race, usually you're gonna run 10 mission around. So New World should give you 2 to 3k for running 10 mission, and maybe you can make it a daily quest. Okay, each day you have a daily quest. If you complete 10 mission, 10 PvP mission, then you can access to a 2 or 3k. That would just make sense, and then you can just take this off of the overall amount the company will win at the end. So yes, you can have New World paying the player instead of giving the money to some company leader who will probably never pay the player. And then there is the invasion. Nobody is interested into raffles. So you're wondering why nobody is there during your invasion? Because there's just no payout, and New World is not giving you payout for invasion. Once again, for me to use 30 minutes of my time, I need at least 3k. You see, like if I get into an invasion, I would want to get 3k, because if I go farm resource into the open world during 30 minutes, I'm gonna get around 3k. So for me, that would just make sense. A random dungeon around 1 to 3k. Like random dungeon, I wouldn't do 2 or 3 in 30 minutes. That depends on your group, but a lot of groups suck, so it's longer. So the random dungeon can be more painful too. I feel like they are maybe not painful enough. When it was Amrin, it was worth it, but now that we cannot just select Amrin, it's not worth it to do those random dungeon anymore. So yeah, they will need to improve the money we get from random dungeon, I think to around 2k. And you see, what's even worse into those PvP server is when you're gonna do war, okay? You want to do war, but there's the ethereal gear that drop on death, okay? The great axe costs around 2k, and then you gotta find a hammer around 1k or 500 gold. You gotta craft the ethereal one, like So every war you're gonna bring minimum 3k loot on, and this is if you don't wear a full Conqueror set or a full Ethereal. It can go easy up to 10 to 20k per war, and then we don't even speak about the consumable. The hunting stone in the server sometimes goes up to 500 gold, and same for the 48 stat food, go up to 500 gold, the roasted rabbit or the roasted fish or whatever. So huge problem, and there will never be enough payout to pay back those items that we are using in war, okay? And there's not enough population, so the guild leader cannot give 3k to every one of his player per war to at least cover a part of what they are using. You see what I mean? If I had 3k per war from New World, that would make sense, because I would be able to buy at least a great axe and a warhammer every time. But right now, bro, I need to just grind in myself, and it's not fun, bro. I almost think about playing other video game because I just have to grind stuff. Listen, the Onyx Stone is between 50 to 100 gold onto other server, and I hate to play OPR on this account, bro. I go play OPR, my Onyx Stone is 500 gold, bro. Like, the OPR will never pay me back my hunting stone and my rusted rabbit 500 gold each, bro. I will never do enough money with the OPR. So with the time to, if the OPR lasts 5 minutes, give me 500 gold, you see. But if the OPR lasts 40 minutes, 30 minutes, give me 3k gold, man. Like, if the, like, put 1k gold per 10 minutes the player do, like, if the OPR lasts 10 minutes, you give him 1k gold. If the OPR lasts 20 minutes, 2k, 30 minutes, 3k, and that's it. And then you just make sure that the people play the game, actually, don't AFK in their spawn, you know. They need a regular number of points just to do it. So, yeah. So, I spoke about the influence race that need payout. I spoke about the war that need payout. And I spoke about the invasion. The three of them is what make a company kinda in New World, and if you don't give the money to your leader or to your player so they can pay each other and keep striving, they will just leave for another game or for another server, because this server is just not worth it. Like, not gonna lie, we have good PvP in Scalvio. We are probably some of the best PvP player, but the economy is just so bad. Like, so I don't understand why they keep it like that. You can give your solve to this problem into the comment section if you think that there's a solve. But for now, it's just some idea that I'm just throwing into AGS direction, hoping that one day they will start working like normal human being instead of just doing nothing. Let's be honest, it's way too easy for a console to just steal the money of the company too. There is no way to know who withdraw the money, who put the money in. So my final take is AGS need to do the payout money instead of the company, because the company don't really have that much control of it, since the territory sometimes don't win enough money and people time worth money. So if you want to value your player time, you're gonna take off the money off the hands of the company leader and you're gonna distribute it to all the players who participate equally. Let's be honest, for a company leader, distributing the money between the player is just more work. And mostly if it's just some small portion of money like 200 gold or 500 gold, if your server don't win enough, are you gonna do some 200 gold payout to your people like 3 times a week? This is so much time wasted. So my final take is AGS need to do the payout money instead of the company, because the company don't really have that much control of it, since the territory sometimes don't win enough money and people time worth money. So if you want to value your player time, you're gonna take off the money off the hands of the company leader and you're gonna distribute it to all the players who participate equally. It's really easy. Instead of paying the company, you just pay the player. When they do something, you reward them. So, influence race, 3k for 10 mission. Invasion, 3k for an invasion. War, minimum 3k for a war, and mostly into the PvP server, where there's the ethereal gear and conqueror weapon that worth way more than 3k total. Alright, on this, let's just hope that we're gonna have new OPR maps soon and more often. I wish you a good day. Peace out.